Well, I hadn't did a video in a while. Oof, what'd I do? Hello? There. Like, what did I do? Little blur. Okay, this way's better. There we go. Put the blur in behind me. Well, it looks like I don't know who Trump's fighting or who he's fighting for, but it looks like um probably because he needs. It doesn't matter. I think he needs to have some type of conflict or somebody to fight. The American people. He's like, because that's what he looks like. He's like attacking American people. It reminds me like of how the police mentality is, where they're at war, drug war with the citizens. So when they're in a poor area that's predominantly black or brown, it, you know, in their mind it's okay to rob, steal, rape, prostitute out, sell drugs, and arrest people that's are going to work, coming back from work, uh, shooting unarmed people. And of course, yeah, in a society, a capitalist society, where our schools are failing us, and you could see how this what's Betsy DeVos. You see how she is, and you could see with Trump's connection with Russia, with Flynn, with Murdoch, Steve Bannon, and all these people, and numerous people that have connections with Russia, with the Russian mob, which the Russian mob is actually, they're the spies, and that's what they do is they try to appropriate money, funds, and goods. And that's the same thing that America, Britain, France, and Spain had did when they colonized. You go into a place, you cause chaos, you get them fighting amongst themselves in a civil war, some type of war, or police brutality. Um, you know, um, uh, in South America, the police carry around AR-15s, and so and it's all done by the people's standards of living is so oppressed, uh, but their wants and um, it, mostly their wants. Like they want the cell phone, they want all the apps on the cell phone, they want that have the best games, the best you know utilities, the best cars. So that being said, um, capitalism, it hits all the seven deadly sins and greed, all of them. I have them written down, but we all know what they are. You can look them up. But and but it keeps things. I think that's the thing that keeps things motivated. Keeps you have the majority of the people working for nothing, and in their eyes, with their billions, $1 million, that we look like slaves to them. So it gives them an ego boost. It gives them this idea of authority. At the same time, these are such cruel, evil, hateful, devilish type of like the stuff that Trump's doing, the fighting back that he's doing, and you know, uh, I don't know. I guess it had benefited him, in the past, like um, where uh, um, there's not so much. Well, well, see, I guess he likes a lot of attention, and now he's getting all the attention that he likes. So there's a lot of he's being exposed. But not only that is that I think that if he had been nicer, if he had been able to see the importance uh, of getting the debriefing. Well, I don't think they could debrief him in the first place because it's obvious with the porn stars and the Playboy girl, whatever, that came out that had sex with him, and I'm sure they filmed it. And I think that's probably, and Trump should have known better. Um, um, and and I don't know, really, like, I don't have a lot of respects. Like, even for Clinton, I'm not, I did not really like Clinton. I actually did not like him. Even though they're like, that's your president because you're black, all black people voted for him. It's not necessarily true. I didn't like Whitewater. Thought it was a little fishy. And I didn't like the idea that he couldn't honor a simple contract, a marriage contract. How's he, he couldn't respect that with his wife. So a lot of men are like that, and a lot of men are just not worthy of respect. Even if the job that they are in, is like supposed to be demand respect, but you can't really demand respect, right? That's something that most people just aren't, or you just are, and so like it looks like now that it's pretty obvious that the powers have shifted, and with the policies, I'm talking about with our justice system, with our courts not being able to deem justice, as having the cops above justice, therefore there is no justice. And this is something that's seen worldwide, and policemen shooting black children. So it's not really just a matter of American opinions or Black Lives opinion. It's an image that that they are now um, portraying, you know, and you see our justice system, you see our White House with our presidents, you see the people that he had put in office, like the Betsy DeVos, like that one over Treasury. He's 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 a horrible person. All the people are really horrible people, and their ideas, even their Vice President Pence. I hate to tell Pence that Jesus was black. So, and if you're the type of weak man that, you know, um, like anytime, you see a woman that might be attractive or something, that your penis gets hard and you think it's your right to go ahead and stick it in that woman, or, do whatever you please, you know, then that is a sickness that we have. And I think, like I was telling somebody that the minute like Japan is at zero population, like they're like, oh, what, they're not fucking, huh, that ain't true, they're all fucking, you know what I'm saying? Because he can't, his mentality, in American mentality, and a lot of men mentality is that that's their only obligation if their penis gets hard. So, and it shows a disrespect to their mother, and I think it shows that we have brought our men up to really hate women, or to see them as an object. You know what I'm saying? Because um, anyway, and no morals. So I think that we're seeing now power swift. The United States no longer being in power. You could see the type of racist like ideas the Republicans have, the plans that they have, like get rid of Social Security, get rid of Medicare, get rid of all these, make our privatize our schools, privatize our jail. It's like a master plan, to destroy our Constitution and instruction of the United States. And um, and I think the Republicans all the way forward. It's not what the people want, you know. Uh, it's all like, oh well, that's what he said when he got elected. He got elected. Like they're like 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 they're stuck in like nah 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 right. You know what I'm saying? Those people that like bully ass, punk ass sort of like pussy bitches, and like they think they really got you. Well, time marches on regardless. Yes, he did get elected, but this is like 2018 now in April. So, you know, now we're into um, finding out how we can stop such a heinous uh, treason, traitors from ever um, hacking our election, and how can we, because like you could tell white America, they they moved in right in like after the '60s, right? After they killed Martin Luther King, here comes Russia, and of course you don't understand that um America may think, oh, they like us, they like us better whites or whatever, but not necessarily that America's necessarily liked in a lot of countries that they've been in. Maybe they're not liked in Puerto Rico as much. Because look what Trump has done. You know, not maybe not a lot liked in Haiti. Because like Haiti's, it's supposed to have been cursed because they took the white man's religion instead of forsaking the religions of their ancestors, which was like more, uh, living off the land, medicine off the land, you know, and providing for themselves from the land, from the water, you know, you know what I'm saying? So and maintaining that. So and you could see that the Republicans with the NRA with we can't even ban AR-15s or any other type of automatic weapons because that would cost the gun industry to lose money, and we are so the companies and industries, corporations foresee the citizens' wants, needs, and what's healthier for the for us to keep surviving as a race, as for the planet, that we're doing more harm, to our air, to our water. He's just totally just dismissing the idea that humans might be polluting our air, might be polluting our water, might be polluting our soil, polluting with not only the trash that we throw out daily, like McDonald's wrappers, like the plastic bags from the grocery stores, or the cellophane containers that we put food in, or numerous things the carbon from our cars our and all the toxins that we're putting in, the lead, the mercury, um, that they all stay on the earth and it all gets circulated. So even if and the whole ecosystem is going off whack, and just to see people like Trump's son, with so many animals going extinct, and most of them are just in little habitats where they, I don't even see that they could go and call themselves hunters. Please, bitch, did you eat that lion? You're not hunters. That's murdering. There's no reason to kill an animal like that. You're gonna wear its fur. You're gonna make it a rug. This shit is disgusting. It really is. Unless you're gonna breed them to do that, when they get a certain age. But otherwise you're just adding to the problem. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they really think. I think that you know Trump's not going to attack the motherfucker we need to attack. That's Putin, the one that caused the problem, and the ones that's probably getting his jollies off for making Trump look more foolish, uh, more psychotic, more skits. I don't know what the hell he is. More more syphilis brain than he already is acting. You know what I'm saying? Because well, we'll see. But definitely, I'm sure the same way Stormy and the other play Playboy girl, whatever, um, was able to get hundreds of thousands of dollars from Trump. I'm sure the Putin is doing the same because so far, when you can see from his actions from this year that he's been in office, and that is about his behavior. Let me get off the phone. Oh, I don't know if that was what's her name or not. She probably never mind. But hopefully they'll get him out. The damage has been done. Reputation of the United States has been foiled. Pence is gonna be what they call the cream and the cherry on top because he still has that same type of thinking. Same thing with Paul Ryan, and it's just totally gonna destroy America. But how we gonna go? Are we gonna go as low and end up like looking like Hades or Cuba or someplace like that? When are they? I mean, it's like some junkies don't have a bottom. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they don't know there's a bottom. You want to stop the heroin and the drug problem, get out of Afghanistan, get out of Turkey. Our pharmaceuticals is getting our opiates from the opium plant, the poppy seeds, and etc. So, that's a simple fact. So if they really wanted to do something to change something, they could do it right away. But it's making more money with police totally buying into the propaganda that causes them pretty much to act like a bunch of mindless, heartless, um, narcissistic, double-binding hypocrites that don't have respect. You know. Anyway, not for American citizens. And looks it makes our court system. So we look really bad, I think, to the rest of the world, and I don't think it's going to change. I think the only reason why there's so much that they can find out, but keeping Trump in office while they're investigating, and I think they already, taken off the separate branches and whatnot in different states where it might be laundering, where the RICO Act might come in, and a few other. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. I think just so they don't get Pence, because Pence is just dumb enough to finish the job that Russia and China, you know, they're cold. They didn't. Never mind. It will hear some white racist policeman talking about black people kill more black people, and then you'll have some dumbass black person that was brought up to hate himself saying, "Yeah, black folks kill more black folks. It's a damn shame." Is anything, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with reality. We don't want to deal with the truth. You know, we want to. Well, I guess while Rome is burning, you know who'll be fiddling?